ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರಿಗೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ಗೆ. ಹಲೋ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಮುಟ್ಟಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅಂದು ಮುಟ್ಟಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಹ್ಮ್, ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಕಮಿಂಗ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್.
ಚಂತನ್ ಸರ್, ಚಂತನ್ ಸರ್.
ಸರ್ ಇದಾರೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ.
ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ. Yeah, all people come sir, please come sir. Okay. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sean. ಸರ್ ವಿತಿನ್ 3 minutes ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಅವರು 11 ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಜಾಯ್ನಿಂಗ್
ಬರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಅವಸರ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Bayanji.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, President Saab.
Good morning, sir. Professor Saab, good morning.
Good morning, Sanjay Bahani.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, if you can ask the technical host, there is a window which will be appearing when people join. It can be disabled, so it will not disturb us less.
Okay.
Ask the technical host to disable this window.
Please tell about sir. Once again answer all are the technical people. Every people is there. Please, what's the instruction is there? Please give me, sir. Technical people is there. Please give me.
Yeah. What I'm telling you is that whenever somebody will join, there will be a viewing window coming in the center every time.
Okay.
So this will continuously disturb us. It is asking how many participants have joined and all. This may be disabled. So it will not again and again appear on the screen in the center.
Sir, Shantan sir. Shantan sir. Sir, Shantan sir. Hello. Hello. Shantan sir. Professor
Sir,
Shantan
one
Kumar.
second, what? You will do it, sir. Do it. You will do it.
ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ
Okay,
ಇವರು ASTC ಅವರು ಕೀನೋಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
Okay,
ಅವರು
sir.
ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Every time somebody is joining, it is asking view these join people waiting for joining and all.
Young researcher award uploaded notification uploaded on website and group also.
Okay, that's great.
ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಐಡಿನ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೋದು, ಅದು ಐಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಾಸ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಇರಿ ಅವ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕಳ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಇನ್ನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅಲ್ಲ ಈರೇಶಿ ಅಂತ ಅದೇನು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ಈರೇಶಿ ಈ ಕಳಿಸ್ದಾ? ಈ ಕಳಿ ಈ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾನಂತ. ಅವನ 92 ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಂಬರ್ 692.
And is there lockdown in Gujarat also?
No, it's open.
Okay.
Gujarat lockdown open?
Yeah, already open.
Sir, all of you, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Our
morning.
Honorable President Swarajji, our IAS Secretary Sanjay Bhani, our Karnataka, our Bangalore is one of the eminent educationist, and government is served as a Nadoja, is a Gandhian. Different name is Gita Gandhian, is a Krishna, Uda Krishna, is helping for a lot in our any programs, even a commerce conference, accounting conference, whatever the conference are there. Whenever I go and ask him, sir, you are doing this function, go ahead, I am with you. That a gentleman is there. Our professor is a past president, Sir Ireshi is shortly joining. Another ISDC, Gaurav, is joining shortly. Another our BUTCCM office bearers, GH Nagaraj, Ashwath Narayana, C Nagaraj. Another our secretary, our treasurer and army webinar secretary, Dr. Saromangala, and other dignitaries already joining. Nearly 400 people already joined this program. So many people joining now. Now within Ireshi join, immediately start the function. I am waiting for Professor Ireshi. Bitcoin join ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಶಾಂತನ್ ಸರ್, ಈರೇಶಿ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ.
Okay, sir. Okay, we'll admit within 1 minute. We'll admit.
Admit ready.
Hello,
sir, bandra. Okay.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir.
hello.
Hello, sir.
I am joined.
Okay.
I am joined.
Good morning, Ireshi sir.
I am joined.
Good morning, Ireshi sir.
Gaurav, where is the Gaurav? Gaurav is not joined. She tell me, all are waiting. Sir, start the function now. Start the function, sir. Now, start the function. Dr. Ashwath Narayan. Ashwath Narayan. Ashwath Narayan. Ashwath Narayan. Tell me, Sean. Jana, okay. Start. Sir, yes, sir. Start the function, no? Sir, start the function. Hello? Inda, Tarsi. Yaar marido. Okay. Chandrakumar, Venkatesh. Ashwath Narayan, mute madapa. Unmute ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ
ಮಾಡಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಇವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ.
ಸರ್ವಮಂಗಳ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾನು. Ashwath Narayan. ಬನ್ನಿ. ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ.
ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹಲೋ,
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡಿದ ನೋಡಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್. ಮಾಡಿದ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನನಗೆ, ನೀನ್ ಕಟ್ಕೊಳಲ್ಲ. ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ. ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರು ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ಗೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ. ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅವರು. ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಂತ.
Respected Ashwath sir, it's unmuted. Please.
Ashwath Narayan unmuted, sir. Ashwath Narayan.
Yes, sir. We have done, sir.
You done, huh?
Yes, sir.
ಅವ್ರೇನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ.
Sir, all co-hosts can unmute themselves, sir.
ಅದ್ ಹೇಳ. ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಗ? ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ ಬೇಗ. ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಪ್ಪ. ಮಾಡಿ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್. ಶಾಂತನ್ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ಬಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಂತೆ.
ಅವ್ರು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಯ್ಯೋ
ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್, ಅವ್ರೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಟೀನಾ.
ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ಸರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್. ಹಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಬೈ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ. ನೀನೇ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, ಬಾ ನೀನ್ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಬೇರೆ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್.
ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ.
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಸರ್?
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್.
ಯಾಕೆ ನೀವು ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನೇ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಇವ್ರು. ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ. ನೀವು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಮೊದ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವೇನೆ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಂತ. ಇರಪ್ಪ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್. ಹಲೋ ಶಾಂತನ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಟಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಹಲೋ ಇರಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಬಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೋದ ನೀನು ಬಂತ? ಸರ್ ಶಾಂತನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರೇ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ.
ಸರ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ.
Sir, a pleasant and happy morning to everyone. And welcome to today's national webinar on technology and accounting interface, opportunity and challenges among the accounting educators. Today, technology has played an integral part in making the accountant's job easier. Technology advancements have enhanced the accountant's ability to interpret the data effectively and efficiently. The rapid pace of technological change continues to disrupt traditional and conventional procedures in all the spheres, including accounting profession. Recent technologies like blockchain accounting, cloud computing, robotic process automation, artificial intelligence have forced to reshape the existing business activities. So there is a greater need of high-level skills among the students to suit the present requirements in the industry. Hence, this national webinar helps the accounting educators to know and understand the current demand in the industry and the ways to build the gap between traditional accounting programs with the usage of technology in accounting and auditing. And it is the high-end right time and the timely effort by the ISDC, International Skill Development Corporation, and Indian Accounting Association and Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter to ignite the accounting educators. This national webinar is a high opener and a good effort and to sharpening and shaping towards the technology. On this occasion, I request Netra Sanjeev Mirji Madam of Shishapur Prasad College to invoke the blessings.
वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे देहि यशकार्येऽस्मि भक्तकामदे वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे धवलमृदं वसनं ते वदनमुज्ज्वलं रूपं तव स्वर्णयितुं नैव विदुरलम् वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे आभयन्ति रक्षार्थं त्वां सुरात् सदा आभयन्ति रक्षार्थं त्वां सुरात् सदा तव सुवन्ति कवयो पुनयश्च सर्वदा रुचिरास्वरवर्णपदे विमलबुद्धिदे देहि यशकार्येऽस्मि भक्तकामदे वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे वन्दे तव पदयुगुलं देवी शारदे देवी शारदे देवी शारदे Thank you.
Thanks to Netra Sanjeev Mirchi Madam for bringing positive vibes to our national webinar. Now I request Dr. Sarvamangala Madam to extend the welcome speech and the opening remarks to the guests, invitees, and participants. Over to Dr. Sarvamangala Madam.
Good morning. Good morning, one and all who are present in this webinar. Respected chief guest of this webinar, Professor G. Sorel, President of IAA, Dr. Sanjay Biani, General Secretary of IAA, Professor Dr. K. Ireshi, Past President of IAA, Professor M. Muniraju, Immediate Past President of IAA, Nadoja Dr. Vude P. Krishna, Honorary General Secretary of Sharipuram Education Trust, respected keynote speaker of today, Mr. Gaurav Kapoor, Head of Policy, ACCA India, members of International Skill Development Corporation and ACCA, professors from different universities and colleges, members of BUTCCM, the chartered accountants, researchers, policymakers, and all the postgraduate students of commerce fraternity, esteemed guests across the country, ladies and gentlemen, and media friends, good morning to one and all who are present in this webinar. I am very pleased to welcome you all to this one-day national webinar on technology and accounting interface opportunities and challenges for accounting educators. In recent years, the emergence of new technologies has dramatically transformed the entire process of accounting as well. In the past, most accounting processes were performed manually or with the limited use of computer for just bookkeeping. However, as information and communication technology have developed, technologies such as AI, cloud computing, big data are widely and actively used in accounting processes. This is referred to as the digital transformation of accounting. These new technologies not only enable large volumes of data to be processed almost instantly, but they also help achieve increased transparency. There are employees at the stages beginning from the collection of data to the final decision-making process. Accounting data are collected and produced with the cloud system, big data analysis, and artificial intelligence, including robotic automation and machine learning, can be used in to generate more meaningful and relevant accounting information for better decision making. Using blockchain technology enhances the quality of accounting information and ensures transparency and reliability. Hence, we say that the evolution of accounting technology has been tremendous with strong growth potential for the future. The advancements have taken the industry to many new levels of opportunities. Technology in accounting throughout the ages has created new challenges and opportunities to the current generation accounting educators, and our keynote speaker will throw light on it in today's webinar. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to convey the greetings and welcome to respected chief guest of the occasion, Professor G. Sorrell, President, Indian Accounting Association, Coordinator, National Accounting Challenge Search from 2008 to 2019, organized by IAA. He got about 39 years of teaching experience in university level. I also headed the Department of Accounting and Statistics and Dean and Faculty Chairman, University College of Commerce and Management Studies, Dean Postgraduate Studies, ML, Sukhada University, Udaipur, Rajasthan, and Professor and Head Department of Commerce, Mizoram University. He successfully supervised 27 PhDs, 2 postdoctorals, 10 MPhils. He got 3 books in his credit and 50 research papers to his credit. Was an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad, member of American Accounting Association, recipient of International Research Award by ICAI in 2020, recipient of All India Best Member Award of Indian Society for Training and Development, Chairman Computer Society of India, Udaipur chapter, and also a member of Academic Council and Board of Studies of many universities. He also served as corporate trainer for long period on behalf of IAA Karnataka branch and BUTCCM, and on my own behalf, I welcome you, sir. It is also my pleasure to welcome Professor Sanjay Biani, General Secretary of IAA. He is a Dean, Professor, Head, Department of Business Management, Saurashtra University, Rajkot. He got his post-graduation from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University, FDPM degree from IIM Ahmedabad, PhD in Finance from Saurashtra University, Rajkot. He got 3 decades of teaching experience, got many awards, gold medals in his credit, presented many research papers in both national and international platforms, successfully supervised 27 PhDs, 52 MPhils, and 6 are pursuing PhD under his guidance. He also got in his credit many research projects. He also worked as officiating Vice Chancellor of Saurashtra University, Rajkot, a member Board of Management of Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad, worked as Vice Chancellor Search Committee member of Sardar Patel University, worked as Vice Chancellor Search Committee member of Janardhan Rai Nagar Rajasthan Vidyapith University, Udaipur, working as General Secretary of Indian Accounting Association since 30th December 2019, worked as Treasurer of Indian Accounting Association from January 2013 to December 2019, working as Vice President Western Region of Indian Council for Business Education since April 2017, worked as Director on Board of Directors of Rajkot Commodity Exchange Limited. On behalf of IAA Karnataka branch and BUTCCM, and on my own behalf, I welcome you, sir. I will also take this privilege to welcome our renowned educationalist, Nadoja Dr. Vude P. Krishna, Honorary General Secretary of Sheshadripuram Education Trust, Bangalore. He is a transformational leader with a rare blend of technologist, an engineer, educationist, social activist, and humanist. He was born in 1963 in Bengaluru. He hails from a family of freedom fighters and is an excellent team player. After receiving his early education at the famous Sri Ramakrishna Vidyalaya, Mysore, run by Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission, he graduated with master's degree in engineering and law and pursued his PhD in business administration. He is a Gandhian constructive worker. He represents the ideal of the public person who commands respect from whomsoever he comes into contact by what he stands or demonstrates in his attitude, action, and behavior. Nadoja P. Krishna is also a recipient of Eminent Engineer Award for contribution in the field of engineering from the Institute of Engineers India. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, on behalf of IAA and ISTC and BUTCCM. In this wonderful occasion, let me also welcome today's resource person and keynote speaker, Mr. Gaurav Kapoor, Head of Policy at ACCA India. His current role building on over 15 years of his experience in knowledge-based intervention and public policy through thought leadership. Prior to joining ACCA, Gaurav was at Yes Global Institute as a think tank at Yes Bank focused on fintech intervention, policy development, innovation, digital economy, and sustainability. His experience spans across industries and verticals, which include investment management, corporate strategy, commercial and planning, and treasury operations. With organizations like BOI, AXA Investment Managers, Aditya Birla Nuvo, Hindustan Unilever, Hindalco, and Birla Sun Life Asset Management, Birla Sun Life Asset Management. Gaurav has been exceptional in academics and has been recognized at various levels for his achievements and intellect. He is a qualified accountant and an MBA from Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, where he was awarded with prestigious Ratan Tata Scholarship for academic excellence. He was also awarded full scholarship to study at the School of Public Policy of George Mason University, USA. Apart from this, he is also a qualified chartered financial analyst and has been awarded a certificate for undertaking leadership program at the prestigious Harvard University. Besides his professional life, he is a motivational speaker. On this special occasion, let me take the opportunity to welcome a man with versatility on behalf of IAA, ISTC, and BUTCCM. Indeed, it is a great time to welcome our beloved professor, an eminent academician, and treated as Bhishma of Commerce Education among the commerce teachers of Karnataka. It is none other than Professor K. Ideshi, our past president of IAA, esteemed chairman of Faculty of Commerce and Management, Bangalore University. He specialized in finance, accounting, taxation, and produced more than 20 PhDs. He also published in national and international journals, presented papers in international conferences held at England, USA, France, Poland, Singapore, Hawaii Islands, and Cyprus. During his tenure as a dean and chairman at Bangalore University Department of Commerce, he introduced many innovative master's degree programs such as Master of Finance and Accounting, Master of International Business, Master of Tourism Administration, Master of Business Studies. He handled research projects, both major as well as minor projects, contributed significantly for constructive business education in the state of Karnataka as chairman of I-Power Committee. He is also an instrumental in stating several European and starting several European and Asian languages in the Department of Global Languages of Bangalore University. Organized several national and international seminars, conferences, workshops, both in Commerce and Foreign Languages Department. He was a keynote speaker in more than 100 seminars and conferences all over India. He is also a peer committee member in NAC. And he also assigned the positions of chairman and dean, Faculty of Commerce 4 times in Bangalore University, chairman Department of Foreign Languages from 2004 to 2013, director Academic Staff College from 2000 to 2003, director Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation Board of Bangalore University from 2006 to 2010, in charge Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. He also served as in charge director of Ambedkar Institute of Research and Studies, Bangalore University. He was a member of syndicates for 3 terms. He was member of Senate from 92 to 2000, member of Academic Council from 92 to 2009, and also he was chairman and member of Statute Framing Committee of Bangalore University. He also worked in as a chairman in Finance Committee, Works Committee, Centralized Education Committee, and National Study Committee. He also awarded with many awards. Some of the few are Fellow of Indian Accounting Association and Fellow of Indian Commerce Association and Adarsha Vidya Ratna Award. On behalf of IAE, ISCC, BUTCCM, and on my own behalf, I welcome you, sir. I'd like to introduce Professor M. Muniraju, past President IAA, present President of IAA Karnataka branch, Senior Professor of Department of Commerce, Bangalore University, and he was in charge Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University for some time, and ex-Chairman, Dean of Faculty of Commerce, both for Bangalore University and Bangalore City University. He served as Chairman, Board of Studies, both in Bangalore University, Bangalore City University, and also he served in Bangalore North University. He also served as member of Academic Council and syndicate member of both Bangalore University and Bangalore City University. He was also served as an academic and administrative audit committee member, served as member of National Assessment and Accreditation Committee. He is also a member of different universities and autonomous colleges of Board of Studies in Commerce. He is also a PhD educator for many universities across the country, including Punjab University, University, Mangalore University, and SK University. He is also life member of different academic bodies like IAA, ICA. He successfully guided 13 PhDs, 3 MPhils, and more than 300 MCOM projects. He also organized national and international seminars, conferences, workshops in the Department of Commerce, and presented more than 50 research papers at national and international conferences and seminars. He is also recipient of many awards, including Manubhai Shah Gold Medal Award for Best Research Paper in All India Commerce Conference held in Jharkhand in the year 2015. He visited University of London, UK, and University of West of Scotland on course enrichment and implementation of skill development programs. On behalf of IAA, ISCC, BUTCCM, and on my own behalf, I welcome you, sir. It is also my privilege to welcome all the past presidents of IAA, executive committee members of IAA, members of IAA Karnataka branch, all the professors of various universities and colleges across the nation, researchers who participated in this webinar. I also welcome Dr. G.H. Nagaraju, President, Dr. Ashwath Narayan, Secretary, and Dr. C. Nagaraju, Treasurer, and other members of BUTCCA. I like this opportunity to welcome the technical team of the webinar, Dr. Shantanu, Dr. S.N. Venkatesh, Principal, Shayaduppuram Education Trust, Dr. M. Balaji, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph Evening College, Mr. Swaminath, Assistant Professor, JFTC, Kengeri, Bangalore. Last but not the least, I also welcome all the academicians, chartered accountants, policymakers, postgraduate students, print and electronic media to this webinar. Thank you one and all. Over to Ashwath Narayan, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your warm welcome. Now I request all the chief guests and the president of this national webinar and the one-day national webinar.
ಏನ್ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥನಾರಾಯಣ್.
National webinar. Now I'll request today's national webinar chief guest, Dr. G. Soralji, the president of IAA, to deliver the chief guest address and inaugural address.
Thank you, Mr. Ashwath Narayan ji. In fact, I am not the chief guest. Chief guest is my colleague, Professor Bhayani. Thank you in any way to call me over here. My greetings to all of you in this national webinar on technology and accounting interface, opportunities and challenges for accounting education. Being organized by the Karnataka branch of Indian Accounting Association, the International Skill Development Corporation, along with ACCA, Bangalore University Teachers Council for Commerce and Management, which I was told that it's a very powerful body, well represented, representing the faculties of commerce and management there. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to inaugurate this webinar, and with permission of all of you, I declare this event open. All those who are present, I would begin with naming the chairman of Karnataka IAA branch, and past president of Indian Accounting Association, my good friend, Professor M. Muniraju. The chief guest, my dear friend and general secretary of this association, Professor Sanjay Bhayani. The key speaker, Mr. Gaurav Kapoor from ISDC. Guest of honor and another past president of the association, and actually the person behind everything, the mentor, and as has been said, the Bhishma Pitamaha. Actually, not only for Karnataka, but for most part of this country, for me also in a way, Professor K. Iresi Saab. The guest of honor, Dr. P. Krishna. All my friends, Dr. R. Sarvamangala, Dr. G.H. Nagaraju, Dr. T. Ashwath Narayana, who is conducting this event. Dear participants from all over the country and outside. At the outset, I would thank the organizers for picking up a very apt theme, the interface between accounting and technology. Though it's much talked about so far, but to discuss it at this level, where I've just checked the number of participants, it's crossing 450 just 2 minutes before, which says that it's a very well represented audience here of teachers and students and very senior professors like Professor Iresi, Professor Muniraju. Friends, in my opening remarks, I would like to say a few things to you. You see, the subject of accounting has two virtues in it. First is that if we look at it from the ICT viewpoint, because that is the point of this discussion during this webinar, much content in accounting is programmable. Like all the features in accounting, its rules, its procedures, calculations, like precision and other things, all are programmable. And there is much iteration in accounting also. Because of these two basic reasons, in fact, this is a great history that among various business functions, accounting has been foremost in approaching computers as early as mid-1960s. When business and computers started interacting, accounting was one of the foremost to capture it. For these reasons that the accounting environment is as such akin to ICT. And that the time when it started, capturing computerization way back, as I said, in mid-1960s sometime, never looked back. And since at the moment we are discussing the implications, opportunities and challenges for accounting educators, from the viewpoint of accounting educators, it never looked back. And we all know that during 1980s, a full-fledged subject propped up titled as Accounting Information Systems. And some of the universities, in which Bangalore University has also been a pioneer, and the university which I served, Mohanlal Sukhade University, Udaipur, in early 90s, we introduced this subject in our curriculum at post-graduation level. So you see a full-fledged accounting information system subject, which of course derives much from the management information system. But now it has become an independent subject. And this is again because the nature of accounting is such. And in this advent, you see, the accounting information, as we all know that the output of accounting is information. We are all in a way financial information scientists, we the experts of accounting. So the quality of that information, which actually is our output, you find that because of this close involvement of ICT into accounting over these years, has become truly valuable for business and the society. I would like to point out a few things out of that. In what way we find that because of this marriage between this wedding between accounting and ICT, how the accounting information has become truly valuable. See, first you talk about accuracy of the accounting information. It has increased like anything. Precision has increased. Its timeliness, which is very important, has increased like anything once ICT has come into play. But further to that, the analytical level, one of my previous speakers has hinted about that. The level of analysis which we can now do with accounting information due to the ICT involvement is unprecedented. We could not have thought about it earlier. And even better than that is the comprehensiveness of the information. The type of multifaceted accounting information which we can now exchange, we would have never have thought of it earlier. So because of this, you see, we find that not only that the practices of accounting have grabbed ICT into its arena, but it has become more and more useful. And every day passes and we find it is even more relevant that we shift our attention to ICT in accounting and make this interface more and more engraved. Now, at this moment of time, 2021, we have been discussing about accounting curriculum. Professor Iresi is here; he knows about it all. I would like to, share some of the relevant things here, keeping in view the limitation of time also. Friends, for accounting teachers, I would like to say a time has come when accounting now must be taught entirely in a laboratory. Laboratory equipped with all modern ICT tools, hardware and software, and of course, documents. And a time has come when all practicals in accounting must be closely embedded into this subject, because it's a practical subject. And now with ICT, there is no going back actually. This is the only justification when we do all accounting, all taxation, all auditing inside the computer lab. Maybe the day one we ask students to go to the lab. We may have to explain them principles also. We may explain them the principles, but with the help of the ICT involvement. So this day has come, and in IAA we are working on it. Very shortly we will come out with our outputs, because it's in pipeline. I may not make some declarations here. Professor Iresi knows about it. Now, friends, let me come to challenges. You see, this need you all teachers appreciate. There's no doubt about it. But what are the challenges before the fraternity of academics at this moment of time? The ground realities, which I will say. In Indian conditions, again, when major part of our teaching fraternity colleges are in rural areas, including that is in Karnataka, all states in the country. What we first need is, perhaps to me, if you ask what's the greatest challenge, I'll say the greatest challenge is to equip the teachers to deliver ICT-based accounting knowledge to the students. And for that, a very great concerted effort of faculty development programs in this area is the great need. In fact, in IAA also, we are just pondering over this issue. Can we be of some help on that? Next to it, we need course material. The type of the traditional book set that we have, the type of exercises that we are serving to our students may not work. We have to develop course material, and because I am talking about the entire, particularly in Indian context, the accounting education, it's a marathon task. You see, the universe is very large. And for that, I am talking to you to have course material adequate enough to deliver the right type of education based on ICT to the students, which is the only contemporary education. Actually, all the remaining things which you have earlier seen are in fact redundant. And then comes, if in this list, the third important challenge is the infrastructure, because all the particularly public supported institutions may not have adequate infrastructure. The number of commerce students who are studying accounting around the country are very large. We really have sufficient infrastructure, to support to them. Okay. These are few important challenges, and others, my a galaxy of speakers is going to follow, and they will be definitely talking about it. Now, to sum up, I would just name the contribution of the ISDC and ACCA. We have been in connection with them. I invited them at my place also today. Also, Mr. Gaurav Kapoor is going to deal with the whole thing before us, and we will definitely be learning a lot about it. Professor Iresi is also going to give a detailed note on this. But such institutions are definitely of great help to us. But friends, let me tell you, we in the universities and colleges, of course, have to take help from them. We are thankful to them for coming to our rescue in this arena. But the ultimate responsibility lies on the universities, the college administrations, to address these three issues which I would repeat and conclude, that we have to equip our teachers, we have to develop adequate course material, and then finally we have to develop adequate infrastructure. With that, I wish well to this event and thank the organizers once again for inviting me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. You're always the guest in our hearts of Karnataka IAA. Thanks to Dr. G. Soralji, the first person of IAA. Now, because of his busy schedule, I request the veteran Nadu and sir, Udupi Krishna sir, the Honorary General Secretary, Sheshapuram Educational Trust, to deliver the remark.
Good morning, all of you. Dr. G. Soral, Dr. Sanjay Bhayani, Sri Gaurav Kapoor, our esteemed Professor Dr. M. Muniraju, our beloved Dr. K. Hireshi, and Dr. Sarvamangala, Dr. Nagaraju, Dr. Ashwath Narayan, Professor C. Nagaraju, and all other organizers and participants of this very important national seminar on technology and accounting interface, opportunities and challenges for accounting educators. Friends, let me at the outset congratulate the Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter and also the International Skill Development Corporation and ACCA UK in association with Bangalore University Teachers Council of Commerce and Management for having organized such a very meaningful seminar for the accounting educators. Friends, we are in a technology era. See, none can fight technology. And we are now in the technology 4.0 era, which means we are in the age of automation. Automation, particularly in the area of manufacturing. Dr. Sarvamangala Madam was telling us how, see, this industry 4.0 is affecting us. Artificial intelligence, data analytics, learning, machine learning, cloud computing, Internet of Things, all these things are almost touching every aspect of human activity across disciplines. And technology, therefore, is permeating all spheres of human activity across the globe. And it is quite imperative that every professional has to have a share of his technology within. I think technology is no more compartmentalized, and it has now entered everyone at every level of our life. Therefore, friends, what we saw in the 90s with the advent of information technology, we saw that accounting education had to evolve. I remember in the 90s when there was a boom of IT industry in Bangalore, the need for IT-enabled professionals was too much. And I still remember there were dearth for IT-enabled professionals, particularly the accounting professionals. And it is then, I think, in the mid-90s that the demand for commerce graduates increased in the IT industry. And I still remember we had very eminent academicians like Dr. K. Hireshi, Dr. K. Ashwathappa in the Bangalore University, who were so sensitive and so responsive to the changing times in those days. They immediately took to upgrading the curriculum, not only upgrading the curriculum of commerce courses, but also training the faculty to meet the new challenges. And I'm happy that Dr. K. Hireshi is here, a veteran in this field, and definitely he would be sharing his valuable thoughts with you all through the webinar. And friends, of course, computerized systems, have helped in improving financial transactions, the ease of transactions. And of course, that's what we say is an increased functionality. And more than anything, as Dr. Soral said, see, it has also improved accuracy and faster processing. But side by side also, in the recent times, we have seen that accounting, particularly reporting of account, because now that we are in a globalized era, people need to understand our accounting styles and accounting standards. And that therefore became what is called the international accounting standards, because we need to make people understand the same thing in the same sense. And that is what is most important. And all these things are a new development in the last 1.5 decades, and things have been changing. And I'm very happy the faculty have also geared up to these changes. Friends, conceptual teaching and learning therefore becomes very important. I always say that the accountants are required. You see, any amount of technological support can only help things becoming faster and more accurate. But then accountants are very much required to analyze and interpret data. That is the most important, because the human side of any enterprise cannot be ignored. See, like we always say that the teacher is inevitable. Technology cannot replace a teacher. I would say that even in business, technology cannot replace an accountant. And therefore, the role of accountants, is always there. And the universities have a greater role to play. They have to update the syllabus, train their faculty to face the changing circumstances. And I think from that point of view, Indian Accounting Association and the Bangalore University Teachers Council has been doing very good work in organizing a seminar of this kind. I also feel that all accounting educators should keep in view the need of the industry, what the industry needs, and tailor this curriculum accordingly. This is the most important, because ultimately the test is employability and how best our students are made productive and how well they are received by the industry. That is most important. And for this, we all need to have a mindset which is called the change mindset. So I recall what Winston Churchill said: to improve is to change, to be perfect is to change often. And Charles Darwin, who propounded the theory of evolution, he says, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Therefore, we must always be ready to change, must always be ready to learn newer things, because technology is changing fast, society is changing, and everything is changing very fast. And until and unless we gear up to meet the changing circumstances, I think we will not be able to deliver our goods. From that point of view, I must congratulate the Indian Accounting System Association for having organized such a wonderful program, because I'm sure this is going to help our accounting educators improve their skill. And I'm told this webinar will go through the entire, it will be going through the entire day, and many experts have been lined up to address our teacher educator. I wish you all Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we request Dr. Sanjay Bahani, the Honorary General Secretary, IAA, Saurashtra University, for his chief case address on this national webinar. Sir, Dr. Sanjay Bahani, sir.
Good morning to everybody. Respected Professor G. Soral, President of Indian Accounting Association, Gaurav Kumar, keynote speaker of this webinar, my good friend Professor Moni Raju, and Professor, I can say, our senior professor, our past president, young old man, Professor K. Resi Saab, because he is working for association for day and night. So I always use this word, young old man. And Dr. P. Krishnan and entire team of Indian Accounting Association, Karnataka branch. So today's the topic, that is technology and accounting interface, opportunities and challenges for accounting educators. So is the rightly mentioned, and our earlier two speaker has elaborated what is the need of technology and how it can be integrated with accounting education. So I can say in a present day, accounting study without technology will be never become effective. And for that purpose, entire team of our senior professors of Indian Accounting Association, our executive committee and our office bearers are working on it, and they are preparing a lot, and as rightly mentioned by our president, and we are going to contribute in its entire India how accounting can help to the society and can be emerged as a separate discipline. So presently, in today's environment, interdisciplinary study is important. Because suppose I am only expert in only one, all the courses of accounting, but simultaneously I had to integrate other related subject. And for accounting, nowadays the technology played a big role. I would like to share my experience when I was in faculty development program in the year 2004 at Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. At that time, we learned how technology can help to the accounting. So it was in 2004. Now almost 17 years is already passed. So see what is the level of that institutions, and to reach these types of the study to us, that has been in 2020, 20 or 21. So we have to adopt such types of the methodology in our curriculum. And suppose I would like to say the government has announced National Education Policy 2020. So in relation to that, we have to incorporate technology part in our curriculum. We have to develop graduates and postgraduates. Those are competent in accounting and also use of technology in decision making. So technology can help in a decision making to any organization. So that is our responsibility of associations, and we are working on it also. Suppose I would like to relate one thing. Suppose to evaluate the overall performance of the organization, we use balanced scorecard technique that has been given by the Professor Robert Kaplan of Harvard Business School. So in that technique, there are the four perspectives. One is only accounting and other three. For that purpose, data is required, several frameworks are required, several models are required that can be developed through use of technology, and then we can implement that systems in our organization. So how technology can help us? It means it is they are helping to us to take a proper decision making. So I can say I would like to congratulate to Professor Iresi sir, Professor Muni Raju sir. They have chosen a very relevant topic, and I hope that there is a good audience. 400, more than 400 are on Zoom and maybe are watching through YouTube. So this webinar will be developed. We can say that is movement, how technology can be incorporated, what we should do, how teachers and students can be trained, which types of the courses and skill we can develop among the teachers and students. So then it will be given a very good output. It can be also create employment to the students. And I would like to congratulate to entire team and thank you for giving me an opportunity to interact with this webinar. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of Karnataka IAA chapter and BUTCCM, thank you very much for your apt words in national webinar. Now I request a true mentor, a true teacher, a real researcher in accounting, veteran, none other than Guru Sarvabhauma, Dr. K. Ireshi sir, to deliver guest of honor speech.
Hello, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, friends. We started from the morning and now we have entered into the afternoon session. Good afternoon to one and all. Honorable President of our IIA, Professor G. Soral, and our Chief Guest and General Secretary of IIA, Professor Sanjay Bihani, and the keynote speaker of the day from ISBC, Mr. Gaurav Kapoor, and the president of our Karnataka IAA chapter, Professor Muniraju, and also past president of IAA, and Professor Mr. Krishna, who spoke just now, is a guest of honor, who has been always supportive for all our commerce and management activities, and the organizing committee, Professor Sarvamangala, who is the treasurer of IAA Karnataka chapter, and Dr. G.H. Nagaraj, who is the president of BUTCCM, and Dr. T. Ashwath Narayana, who is the general secretary of BUTCM, and Mr. Nagaraj, who is the treasurer, and all my friends, accounting educators, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great privilege, I should say, to speak on this occasion, especially on the topic which I thought time has come for all of us to seriously start thinking on how to integrate accounting and technology. All my earlier speakers have made wonderful observations, and they have given their opinions on technologies. Professor Sorrell has said as back as 1960, accounting information systems started developing. And Professor Bayani says accounting without technology is not at all effective. Yes. And Mr. Krishna, though he is not from our accounting stream, but he has brought wonderful points as a macro level, how we as accounting educators should stand up to these challenges and face these challenges. So, dear friends, I do not feel it is out of context. When I say a few words, I would like to take you back to 2 or 3 centuries ago, because everybody today is talking about fourth revolution, automation, and Professor Sarvamangala was mentioning so many things: blockchain technology, then artificial intelligence, cloud computing, machine learning, Internet of Things, so many things. But what is its relevance to accounting now? So that is the biggest challenge. Therefore, we as a teachers, we must know more about the first, second, and third revolutions and why fourth revolution is important. So if you look back to the history, the first revolution, the first industrial revolution was in 1765. The first industrial revolution was in 1765, where water and steam were used for mass. Today, the need for accounting has come from mass production. Mass production wanted mass capital, and mass capital has come from public, and therefore accounting becomes important. So that is where exactly accounting has a relationship of this 300 years. Though people, double entry system, 1494, that is all history. But I see the whole thing from the accounting dimension. Now the second revolution, when it happened, 1870, in the second revolution, what happened? There is a movement towards from steam and water to electric power, gas and oil, to create mass production. So mass production continued. Energy different from electric power and gas and oil were used. The third industrial revolution, which started around 1960-69, Professor Sorrell has already mentioned. Here, we started using electronics, computers, telecommunication, and information technology to automate production. So this is true. There has been an evolution, and we have grown with the business, and accounting becomes more relevant in a changing dynamic business environment. Therefore, the fourth revolution becomes very important. And what we are seeing in fourth revolution, why I'm spending so much time on fourth revolution is, what is the environment in which the fourth revolution has come? relevance with our technologies, what we are talking. Today, the fourth revolution, there is a big political reorientation. Globally, I am talking, my dear friends. Globally, there is a political reorientation, and there is a rise of populism, okay, trade war and economic challenges, trade war and economic challenges, social revolution, and there is a demographic shift and regulatory transformation. See, regulation has come now, regulatory transformation and technological changes. You see, this is the background of the fourth revolution, what we are talking about. So in the fourth revolution, as our earlier speakers have already mentioned, the fourth revolution is exponential. When it's exponential, it is fast. Unlike the three revolutions, which were linear, slowly they grew. But the fourth is challenging and it is a big revolution. So in the fourth revolution, it is a disrupting technology. Professor Sorel has already mentioned this point, but still I would like to emphasize it is disrupting, which has got a connectivity with what technology we're going to analyze. Then billions and billions of people are connected with your mobile phones now, mobile devices. An unprecedented processing power. See, the moment you click the button, immediately the information is available. Earlier, you know how difficult it was to process this information, get the information, and take decisions. So as it has been said, accounting is an information system. Yes. Then large storage capacity. Understand? Even 10,000 pages, I can have it in a small chip. So this is how large storage capacity, unlimited access to knowledge. My dear friends, I will tell you, fourth revolution has made democratized. I am using the word as a democratized knowledge. Knowledge is available to everybody. Democratized. Earlier, knowledge was available only to a few people, few sections. But today, the fourth revolution, the greatest contribution of fourth revolution is democratization of knowledge and affordability. So these are the things which are, in the fourth revolution. So under the fourth revolution, accounting, which was there in the past, we all know that accounting means recording, classifying, summarizing, and developing the information for decision making. But over a period of time, there has been a shift in accounting. Today, it is more of identification, measurement, and communication of information for decision making. Now, if you look into the accounting history, from the fag end of the 20th century and early 21st century, the role of stakeholders has increased. So earlier, we all have taught, at least me, 30 years we said accounting is for the owners, the managers, and the owners to know the information, financial position, profits or losses. So it was catering only to the owners. But today there is a big chunk of stakeholders. And these stakeholders are demanding more and more information. They are not happy with the small information, scanty information which we are giving. So they want more and more information. Hence, the accounting as a subject has started gaining more and more importance. Then people know how the electronic spreadsheet has displaced your adding machine, calculator, and ledgers, and your pencil work. Everything is gone now. Click of a button, you can do everything. So this is how, my dear friends, technology is. Now, the basic and fundamental question that came to my mind when I was trying my best to coin the content of this particular lecture, I said, look, what is the role of accounting educators? All right, fourth revolution is there. Globally, shifts are happening. technology is advancing, then what is the accounting educators? What is our role as accounting educators? Now, before I tell you accounting educators, we should know that whom we are preparing. I think all my teacher friends here, accounting educators, please raise this question. Whom we are preparing in the classroom? Very important. So these are the students who tomorrow get into the accounting profession. So today, there are more and more bigger professional challenges for the existing accountants itself. Every minute, there is a challenge for them. So, since we are engaged in education and preparing the students for their job for the tomorrow, then we have to focus on what will be the scope of integration of technology with accounting. There are some fears, apart from all the advantages which everybody has already mentioned: speed, precision, affordability, and so many things. But let us not forget that this speed is also sometimes negative, because by the time you introduce a system, there is another innovation. The system becomes old and you have to again invest on the new software and other things. So therefore, we have to continuously look at the changes. Now, secondly, there is an apprehension that there will be loss of jobs because technology will be taking over. See, all these years, at least I will admit myself, that we were not clear whom we are preparing. See, we were only teaching accounting, that's all. And whatever the syllabus is there, textbook is there, problems are there, we are doing that. But that will not hold good in years to come. We have to change. We have to change to address the problems of profession, where we are developing our students to get into the profession. So therefore, this apprehension that there will be loss of jobs, I think one need not be very much afraid of this, because there are some studies which say for every one high-end job, there will be 5 lower-end jobs. Only technology is coming up, but the jobs need not be afraid of the jobs. But only thing is that our mere theoretical knowledge of accounting will not be sufficient. We have to give them skills. Now, secondly, there is another apprehension that technology, under the age of technology, it will be difficult to maintain confidentiality. This is very important. So we talked about, yes, technology brings transparency, fine. But at the same time, we have to see from a different angle, where it says the confidentiality also has to be looked into. So therefore, the challenge before the technology is job losses, confidentiality, accountability, and more investment in the upcoming software packages. Otherwise, the people in the profession will not be able to survive, my dear friends. Please understand, if their knowledge is becoming old, then they will not have place in the profession. So these are the bigger challenges for the accounting profession. Now, coming to the jobs 2020 and beyond, I will tell you, there are lots and lots of opportunities, new opportunities which are coming up. And we as accounting educators, we have to bring these aspects into our curriculum and enable our teachers to acquaint themselves with this. So before that, I would like to add some more information. That is, in order to survive in the profession, you must have enhanced digital capacity. You must have enhanced digital capacity. I'm talking about the profession. I come to the teachers later. So if you want to survive in the profession, because all my students today Tomorrow they will be in the accounting profession. So they want higher digital enhanced capacity. Secondly, they must continuously adopt ADOPT and adapt ADAPT, adopt and adapt to the changing and new technologies. Therefore, the professional people have to be continuously on their toes, and they have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. If they get into this, then only they can be there in the profession. Then the next one is, today, once upon a time, our accountant used to be back office, that he would work out, prepare the information, prepare the reports, etc., etc. But today, no. This is a teamwork, and interpersonal skills are also becoming very important. Apart from this, our accountants also should become data analysts now. Anyway, big data is a different science by itself, but that does not mean accountant should not know. So the accountant should have those skills to analyze the data and to supply the information for decision making. Hence, he should have knowledge about data analytics also. So that is how you see the scope from mere preparation of ledger, profit and loss account, etc., etc. Today, his role is expanding like anything.
Sir, you are muted. Sir, you are muted.
Hello?
Yes, sir. It's audible. It's audible now.
Right. So the future of accounting profession will be skill centric, not job centric. Please understand this point. So if you have the requisite skills, then you are getting an employment, or you can be a party in the business environment. So that is a big change, not skill, more of skill centric and not job centric. And above all, our accounting professionals should have a passion. That is very important. Should have a passion to learn and unlearn and relearn. Otherwise, they cannot survive. Hence, dear friends, what are the new jobs which are going to come up, which have already started, but will be more prevalent? And we as accounting educators, we have to question ourselves, are we preparing our students for this type of jobs? Now, I'll tell you. All these years, we said accounting means only for a corporate sector, business, MSME, etc., etc. No. Now the accounting has become more and more relevant and popular in non-governmental organizations, governmental organizations, quasi-governmental organizations, and so on. So there is enormous scope for accountants to get into these areas, not just corporate level. So there is a scope for fund accounting, scope for cost estimates. All these days we are only costing we are doing, but now cost estimates. Now the next biggest opportunity, the biggest opportunity is forensic accounting, and real estate appraiser, tax accountant. We are only tax aspects we are teaching, but tax accounting we have not taught. Yes. Then actuarial accountant. Now insurance is expanding in a big way, both life and non-life. So there is a scope for actuarial accountant, budget analyst, and the most important, environmental sustainable accountant. So today, you all know, environmental accounting has become a very big subject, and we have to sharpen our skills in measurement of environmental damages. We have to come out with what is called cost benefit analysis and accounting for these things, I think that is where exactly there is an enormous scope. But friends, our existing curriculum perhaps is not addressing these issues. We are still in the old mold, developing our students for industrial era and not for the fourth revolution. I come to that. Then further, apart from this, business valuation specialization. Now, there are business value, there's a lot of mergers and acquisitions happening. So this is another interesting area which is coming up, what is called business valuation. Then there is a tax consultant, of course, and certified financial planners. So like this, one need not be afraid that technology will take away our jobs. No, it's not possible. Technology will come, but we as accounting educators, we have to develop our students. So it is all, you all agree with me, and I am reminded of what Dr. Radhakrishna mentioned some time back. I repeat that quotation here. Magnificent buildings and modern equipment. Magnificent buildings and modern equipment cannot be substitute for a teacher. Please understand this. So teacher has still a very important role to play in bringing all these changes, creating confidence in the students, developing them for tomorrow. So I will not touch upon those technologies which have been mentioned, because that's my speaker. The keynote speaker maybe elaborately will be mentioning on blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, machine learning, how all these things have entered accounting profession and how they are contributing and what are the changes envisaged in these things, etc. Now, I see from the educationist point of view, now the accounting teachers, we are all accounting educators, we have two big challenges. One is technology is changing like anything, that's fine. Now the second one, that even our domain knowledge of accounting is also growing very fast. You see, in the last 10 years, less than a decade, you say in Indian context, if you take, we said IFRS, then convergence of IFRS with Ind AS. Now Ind AS, okay? Then we have GST, right? So like this, every 6 months, 1 year, something in our domain knowledge only, lot of things are coming up, and it is our responsibility to give the present knowledge to the students. We cannot give the past knowledge because they will be redundant tomorrow when they enter into the labor market. That's what I always say. Our students are knowledge rich. Our students are knowledge rich, but they are skill deficit. Please understand. Our students are knowledge rich. Yes, you give them any problem, they will wonderfully work out. Give them problem in income tax or GST, wonderfully they will work out, but they lack the skills. So what the profession wants is skills. So when you want to give skills, we as educators, accounting educators, first, we have to develop ourselves. Hence, I recommend or I share with you the two-dimensional approach. What is this two-dimensional approach? The first dimension is domain knowledge. First, we must strengthen our domain knowledge. As I just now mentioned, actuarial accounting, sustainability accounting, forensic accounting, GST, then compliance of financial statements as per Ind AS or IFRS. So that is how we have a global opportunities if we develop our students, keeping in mind these aspects. So we have to strengthen our teachers, their domain knowledge. And every accounting teacher, my request to all of you is, you please be with an open mind. Please be with an open mind. Don't close your mind and see, because we are already in some job. Don't see that job will be there, because in the dynamic environment, even jobs will be taken away sometime. But we should always question ourselves, whatever we are doing in the classroom, is it really useful to the students? I think that is where exactly you can have a moral compass to to understand yourself whether you are doing justice to the innocent children who are sitting before us in the classroom. Now, so the first dimension is domain knowledge. Now, the second dimension is exposure to latest technologies. This is very important. As Professor Soral was mentioning, and Professor Krishna was also mentioning, that we were the first people in Bangalore University to start, integrating Tally in our curriculum. But now the present deans and chairmen of our departments, they should move forward now. They should bring into the curriculum all these technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, etc., etc. Then only you are going to be relevant. So the biggest challenge for the accounting profession and also for the accounting educators is how to stay relevant. Please understand this. How to stay relevant. How to stay relevant. Because every day domain knowledge is changing. Every day technology is changing. And still I am comfortable with my old, ideas or old, accounting knowledge minus skill. I think we are going to be doing very injustice. So therefore, these two dimensions. Hence, I would say, so the role of teachers, there is a need for a paradigm shift. There is a need for a paradigm shift in our accounting teaching learning. There is a need for a paradigm shift now. Big shift has to happen. Then only I think we are doing justice. Now, what are the shift? We must move from input-based approach to competency-based approach. Input-based approach. So what we are doing, we are giving only inputs. That's all. We are now developing competencies. Just now I was mentioning, when you give them the real, data to prepare a financial statement or a balance sheet, maybe most of our students are not capable of doing because they are comfortable with the textbook problems, but they are not exposed to the real life problems. So therefore, we have to move from input-based approach. We have to develop competencies in the students. So what does it mean? It means that you move from not only teaching, we must move to training. We must move to training our students. So when I say training our students, Professor Soral was mentioning, we are coming out with is called the concept of accounting laboratory in course of time, where all accounting should be taught through accounting laboratory. I think that's where lots of skill development can happen, and we can justify, my dear friends, we can justify our existence. Otherwise, we are not teachers, but some people may comment, we are only cheaters. I will tell you. Let us not allow somebody to comment like this, because the innocent student, after going out, he will go on criticizing that the knowledge which they got was not useful for getting them employment. So let us be very much aware of this. Let us build capacity building or competency building. We have to move from, from input based to competency. Second, the most dangerous thing which is happening at present, because please do not mistake me, I am in the profession last 5 decades. This is my 50th year. In another 1 month or 2 months, I am completing 50 years in the teaching profession. And I know what I have done 30 years ago or 40 years ago, and what I am supposed to do now, I am very much aware of it. So what has happened is, most of the time, you should not mistake me, that whenever we are teaching, we are only teaching from what is called the concept of examination centric. All teaching is examination centric. That's all. We are not developing them the skill centric or knowledge centric. Okay. So only examination. I still remember some of my friends who said, so if some student asks a doubt in the classroom while working out an accounting problem, the teacher's response, I will just share with you. Arey, why do you worry? This question will not come in the examination. Or there will be choice here. Why do you worry? This type of comments we have been continuously making. So all our teaching has been examination centered, not examination centric. So therefore, friends, I should emphasize here that we have to move from examination centric to knowledge centric and skill centric. Now I move to the last one. The education, accounting education especially, has been teacher centric, but we have to move to learner centric now. We have to move to learners. When I say teacher centric, see, all of you are teachers. I am also a teacher. When I started teaching accounting, what I said, look, whatever my teachers have taught, I subconsciously take that model and start doing. Maybe after some time I may improve upon it, but basically that. So we are under the impression that whenever we are teaching, it is what is called one size fits all approach. One size fits all approach, which means same thing for everybody. But the classroom is a dynamic place. It is changing. So this doubt every time I used to get off late. When I address the students in the class, I was getting a doubt. Am I preparing prospective accountants or prospective researchers in accounting? Or I am preparing consultants? Or I am preparing accounting executives? Or I am preparing, accounting people for the accounting profession? Because each one requires a different type of inputs. Suppose I am preparing for accounting executive, then my inputs are different. But all these years, what we have done? Same thing. Whether you listen or don't listen, examination, question paper, marks, and go. I'm not bothered what is happening. I think, friends, time has come. Time has come as we have to move. So I will take another 2-3 minutes. There is a lot to say, but there is an indication that I have to close. Now, at the end, I would only say that what is the role of universities and the role of teachers and the role of IAA. So first I will take the role of IAA. As Professor Soral was mentioning, IAA is now a monolithic structure now. It has got 56 branches all over the country. And every state has its own chapter. So now through these chapters, now IAA should organize workshops to skilling and upskilling the accounting skills to our teachers so that it will be beneficial. Coming to universities, what they should do? Universities should sit now, the board of studies, or they should convene a larger body of meeting and invite suggestions and change the curriculum. Please change the curriculum. All old redundant things we cannot go on teaching. All your balance sheet material which you are teaching has undergone a big change after NDIS. So yeah, that's what sometime back I was in one of the seminars I was mentioning, you first burn your all accounting books, textbooks now. They are not relevant today. So you have to do it in DIS. As per NDIS, you have to prepare the financial statements, cash flow statements, whatever the things, balance sheet, etc. Then, for the accounting educators, my only request to all of you is that we have to be with an open mind, and we have to be continuously have a zeal to learn, and continuously this one-time learning does not help now. It is a lifelong learning. We belong to that era of one-time learning. So what I learned 30 years back, 50 years back, maybe I might have taught next 30 years. We crack a joke. Sir, I have got 20 years of experience. What is this nonsense? 1 year experience repeated 20 times. That's all. You have not grown. Why you have not grown? Because economy also is not. But the fourth revolution is not like this. It is a continuously growing. And you should all, one caution that I would tell you, that the profession and the business is growing at a geographical pace. It is growing at a geographical pace, whereas our academics is growing at an arithmetic pace. So that means we are very slow. In fact, I would suggest every year there should be a change in the curriculum. And ultimately, the challenge for us is how to stay relevant. So the 21st century accounting teacher must be on-the-job trainer, resource material provider. Then he should be, help in acquiring the knowledge and pass on the relevant skills, so that accounting profession and we as accounting educators will be doing justice to the positions which we are occupying. So thank you, my dear friends. I think I should thank IIA Karnataka chapter for giving this opportunity, though I can speak for a few more hours, but time does not permit. Whatever I wanted to share with you, I think in a nutshell, I have tried. So my only request to all of you is, let us change. Let us change, welcome the change, and equip ourselves to prepare future accountants for this country and also to the globe. Wish you all the best to all of you. Thank you very much. Yes. Dr. Ashwath Narayana, I have closed. You can go to the next program. Dr. Ashwath Narayana, I have stopped. Thank you. What is happening? Professor Ashwath Narayana, over to you. Over to you.
Ashwath sir, it's open.
Yeah.
Ashwath.
ಗುಂಡರಾಜ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಸಾಕು ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ.
So thank you very much, sir. Sorry for the late. I request Gaurav Kapoor, the head of the policy ACCA, ISDC International Skill Development Corporation, India. It is the one of the most finest speaker on the day of this webinar. So I request Gaurav Kapoor, the head of policy ACCA India, to address as a keynote speaker. Over to Gaurav Kapoor, sir.
Thank you. I hope you can all listen to me. Yes, thank you. I am Gaurav Kapoor, head of policy for ACCA. And the next 20 minutes or so, because I have a hard stop at 1 o'clock, so I'll take you through various facts of the research which we have done. So as a background, we at ACCA have been doing research for more than 75 years. In fact, 2019 was the 75th year of our research. So there's fantastic research which we have done, and I thought let's share that, what we are doing, what exactly you should know of. So I'll just present my screen. Okay, hold on, just let me just present my screen. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so great. So, I really admire what was talked earlier on, and how technology, and I really believe how technology is transforming the entire world, and how it's transforming the entire accounting landscape. And there exist a lot of opportunities for accounting educators to know what is happening and what are they supposed to do. But before we dive into this, let's just first understand who our students are. Do we actually know about our students? Do we know what our students stand for? A lot of times teachers say, students don't pay attention. They're always on this mobile and everything. They have their own observations, but do you know your students really well? And then do you know the employers very well? Let's look at the student part. So this is a survey which we did, and I'm just trying to, just a second, use a pointer. Okay, so we did a survey of around close to 9,000 people, 9,000 students below the age of 24 across the world. We had more than 1,100 responses in India. So we surveyed a lot of students, affiliates, not affiliated to ACCA, but maybe pursuing out there. So we surveyed huge, massive population. Serving 10,000 people with questions and asking them what do they want is a very, very Herculean task. So we did that very recently. In fact, as I say, this report was launched on 4th of May out there. So we asked them, what is it that you want? And please remember, from an education, from everyone in the education field, from a teacher's perspective, it's very important to understand whom we are dealing with. So basically, whom we are dealing with refers to this Generation Z. We all must have heard about Generation X and Generation Y. These are now the old ones. They are right now working out there. What you are dealing, whom you are reaching out, whom you are giving the accounting information refers to Generation Z, who were born in 95 onwards, right? Who are right now entering the college. It's a very different breed, should I say, of entire people. Now look at why are they very different from what we are, and why we may have a preconceived notion of what they do, but it may come very natural to them. So the people who were born are, as I say, are digital natives. They are born in the digital village. So they were born, and if you look at the day they were born, there was nothing but newer and newer technology and newer application which was coming in. They were bombarded with it. They were born with, let's say, the computers on. They were born with the Google search on. Google was launched in 1998. And I'm telling you, people who were born in 1995 who would probably be studying now, in your colleges out there, they were born, the first search they would have done would have been on Google. Yeah, I'm just saying, so they are born with technology. So technology is their friend. They know technology. We fear technology from an education perspective, from an employer perspective, but for them, technology is not a fear. They've grown up with it. It's like how a child grows up with something. So they have grown up with technology and they have progressed themselves. Now, very importantly, so this is what the student is. Student is digitally savvy. He is comfortable with technology, right? Now let's look at what employers want. What is at the corporate world? And I always say you should teach to make them work ready. If we are teaching our students something which was applicable 20 years back, it's not going to make them work ready. They may be a bookish knowledge, but is it really helpful in their jobs? The answer is no. So let's first understand the second part of my equation, which is what is it that the corporates want? What is it that the industry is looking for the people? What are they looking for? So this next decade, so we call this 2020 to 2030, next 10 years is a decade of opportunity. And you may ask me, Gaurav, that why is it a decade of opportunity? Somehow or the other, the COVID-19 has been an accelerator when it comes to adoption of technology. And I'll put it very simply, right? In normal circumstances, we would all be doing a physical conference, right? In some part of the world. 2 years back, we'll be doing a physical conference out there. But now, because of COVID-19, the technology adoption has been phenomenal. It has rocketed, it has gone just vertically up. So COVID-19 has made organizations, even education providers, and I'm repeating, education providers adopt technology like no one's game. They are adopting everything they can do it. Now you are adopting for a digital native like a Generation Z, it comes naturally. For them, it's okay. So we know we can learn online learning, we can adopt very closely. In fact, it is a problem with us. How do you organize an online session with them? Not with the students. Student may have infrastructural issues that's separate, not the willingness part, not the capability part. That is very much present. So COVID-19 has increased it for organization to look at it. Second aspect relates to the environment. The environment itself has changed. People are accepting newer forms. People know that working from home is the new normal. So can we have a cloud accounting solution? Do we need people out to be there? Do we need can we have a robotic process automation? Can we use machine learning? So environment has changed. Acceptability has changed. This is the very part, resilience and long-term value. Organizations are realizing that digital way of accounting and finance is very resilient. It is something which is going to create a long-term value. So we will adopt it. Now, the question is, has the accountancy profession, the teaching part of the profession adapted to this? Organizations are saying, we find resilience, we find value, we need people who can do it. Is our education system up to it and delivering a student, a candidate for a job who is able to perform in the jobs? That's very critically important. And this is where we did another research. This was in 2019. It was called digital transformation. I'll share all these research with you. It's all free, all online. It's as public value. You can all share with it. So, I love this quote, which a CFO said. He said, the need for an accountant to understand the digital impact on business is far higher today than it was 20 years back. And I completely agree. 20 years back, when I was doing my accounts, I used to have those books and ledgers and everything. Now, nobody has those. We used to balance the trial balance. I'm telling you, nobody does that. There used to be suspense account and everything. I mean, you read those. So that's gone away. Second important part, which a CFO said, whatever role you carry out in finance function, you can make a difference in the technological world. The boundaries are following. So to say that I will not adopt technology is living with closed eyes. The world has changed. So you have to get that change out there. And that's where educationists also need to realize that the change is happening. Now let's look at this world. These are facts and figures. I'm sharing with you facts and figures which talk about the world. I'm not telling you what is happening. You all are very much aware about it. So the world is a transformed world. World has changed. So as per 2019 research, 70% of organizations either had a digital strategy in place or are working on one. Very beautiful. 70%. This is before COVID. And I think after COVID, this may be 90% odd, right? Out of that, 70%, 60% of companies that have undergone this digital transformation have created new business model. So they were earlier doing B2B, now they're doing B2C, C2C, B2, B2C, and different kind of models have emerged out there. Same thing, look at finance point of view, look at teaching. Now people are doing distance learning, they're open loop, there are MOOC classes, there are online sessions. Things have transformed, new models have created. Organizations saying, can we actually run these sessions for people across the world? There is no barrier of physical limitations. And this last point is a very important one. And I'm sure all of you may be aware about the ROI concept, right? Return on investments. Very beautiful concept. Everyone works on it. If it justifies in money, we are happy, right? So companies that had undergone this digital transformation and companies with more than $1 billion can earn an additional $700 million over 3 years from that investment. So this is a very, very ROI positive. Even from an organization, from an education perspective, if I'm an excellent teacher out there and I'm able to contribute physically to 50 to 100 to 200 students, can I use a digital solution to reach out to students sitting in far east corner of India or far northern part of India and contribute to them and also generate revenue out of it? Look at those models. There are business models emerging. I'm just telling you how things are emerging. Now, this is very important slide, and understand it from not only employees, but also from yourself. So we did this survey. We surveyed close to 4,200 people in the corporates. Huge number again, 4,200 CFOs and everybody. So we asked everyone and we asked them, how relevant do you consider digital skills for accountancy and finance? And I think my previous speaker has talked about digital skills. It is very critically important. Everybody wants it. So 89% of the survey of people who are working, 89% means 90%. 90% of the people who are working really find it relevant to have the digital skills in accountancy and finance. This is this really proves the point which the earlier speaker was also talking. But look at this point. This is where the fun lies in. Now, when we ask them in the role that you perform, not somebody else perform, in the role that you perform, do you consider that you have the right level of digital skill? Forget everybody else. Do you think you have the right level? So 63% said yes. So which would mean implied 37%. And if I round it out to, let's say, just for the sake of rounding out, 40%. 40% of the people did not have the right skill and they were aware that they did not have it. Why is that the case? Why is it that we're churning out people who do not have the right digital skills? Do you think organizations in this, when I talked about this in new scenario of COVID, will want these people for resilience and long term. They'll say, we need talent who can understand technology, who can harness that technology and help us deliver our objective. If you give us this candidate, right, we are happy to have him. And that's not students' problem. It's how we get that knowledge to the students. The students are ready to grasp it. I told you in the first part when I explained know your customer, students have grown up with technology. 1998, Google was launched, 2001, Wikipedia, MSN, everything was launched. They had everything out there. So it's not student. We need to impart them with the right one. So what does this mean? This comes to my important part. What does this mean, right? Like any generation coming in, and generation Y, Z, right? There are disruptors in positive way, and there are different expectations. So the students have a different expectation. And with regards to adoption of technology, expectation of technology, and how things can make it faster. The student is available out there. This is another great data point. So we asked the student, 10,000 students globally. We asked them, 80% said they were comfortable with technology and to pick up new technology fast. They say, tell me, if you, I was asking my kid out there, did anyone take a Facebook course or did anyone read any textbook on Facebook? Everyone could operate Facebook. Nobody needed any textbook to read to do it. I had to teach my parents. They had to understand what is this display profile, how do you upload, what is this up, and what is this thumbs up, and there are 10 questions. There's a digital gap. So the young generation which we are teaching is really up to it. And technology will enable finance to professional to focus on high value. As somebody said, 75% also believe, and this is young people, that it will replace many entry-level jobs, but it will create more opportunity. People said computers, when it comes in the banking system or in ATM, will take away jobs. In fact, more jobs were created. Same thing was talked about steam press, it will come in and cotton mills will go away. Nothing happened. Technology creates more job about it. So let's not worry about those parts. So what are the roles which the future accountants are going to perform, right? From preventing, detecting fraud to supporting good businesses to ensuring ethical governance, they will perform a lot of functions. These are the 20 trends. And this is another research which we had. I'll again share this. This is the third research I'm sharing with you, which talks about 20 trends changing the accountancy career. Right from digital learning, which we are practicing, point number 15, learning culture. You cannot say, I'll stop learning. They have to learn. And that's also for teachers and educationists. They cannot say, we will not learn. If blockchain is coming in as a technology for accountancy, they need to know. It's a third entry bookkeeping system. You have to know about it. Skills transformation. The new skills required are very different out there, right? So there are new business models getting created and continuous learning for everyone. Professions need to. These are the 20 trends. I'm not taking through them. I can take an entire session on these 20 trends, and I can talk about each of these trends, how they mean, what you're supposed to do, how do you act them. But this is really something I wanted to show you that there are trends. This is what the survey is talking about. This is what we are talking to the people out there. Some of the technologies you must be aware about. We have robotics, you have blockchain, machine learning. The more used one is a spreadsheet. Everybody knows about spreadsheet. 81% of the people said, yes, we know about spreadsheet. We know about ERP. So people adopt. What is emerging is this part. Blockchain, robotics, even from a strategy perspective, IT strategy, does finance person can understand what can he use RPA to digitize on. So that's a beautiful thing which is happening out there. So this is, I love this chart. It explains a lot of things in one go. So this is where the opportunity lies in for us, right? There are 3 elements to this opportunity out there. One is smart tech. Second is skills education 4.0, and then is which leads to your career transform. This is the new career transform, right? How does it happen out there, right? There is technology which is happening right from quantum computing to collaborations tool to cloud computing to fintech, big data, blockchain, IoT. If you're not having that content in your curriculum, then what? Then the student is probably not getting paced up rightly for this subject. World is changing. Organizations are moving towards a smart technology. So he must be aware about it. It's not being aware is not an excuse, as we say. You have to be aware about it. Second part is in terms of skills and education. Things are changing on that. Micro learning. Students are saying, we don't need to read a lot. We need something like a 3-minute read, 2 minutes videos. Do you see how much students use videos? They use a lot of video. Instagram, look at the number of video downloads which are happening out there. Micro learning. Students don't have an attention span. In fact, there was a survey. If a lot of you know about TEDx speaking, they don't they don't have more than 13 to 17 minutes because they realize that this generation Z cannot listen to a 1 hour lecture. They just cannot. So we have to have micro learnings. Can you get their attention in 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes? If you've not, you lost them. That's why you find students begging in the class sometimes. You have to have the micro learning. Experiential learning. They need experiential. Bookish does not help. Tell them, if you have a student in your class, ask them, if you're 50 student, ask them, pick up NSE 50 stocks, take their actual balance sheets rather than looking at balance sheets and everything. Take up their balance sheets, do an analysis and come back. NSE 50 companies, all 50 listed, all annual reports, all guidance material, auditors notes, shareholders. Why don't you do a practical? Do an experiential. Tell them how an actual world works in, how a balance sheet is prepared, how annual report is prepared. When I looked at the annual report for the first time as an analyst, as a fund manager, I remember it was completely different. So do that. Foundation knowledge, work-based assessment. These are the new ways to teach. These are the ways you're supposed to address to your student out there. So what has ACCA done? We have incorporated a lot of these elements out there. You know, and our partner, ISDC has also done a lot of aspects on IFRS and with a lot of colleges worked out there. So let's look at ACCA qualification. We have incorporated big data, cyber attack, disruptive technologies, right from cloud business accounting. And I'll take you, these are our papers. I'm just giving you a glimpse of how we are preparing our students for the digital age, right, through our qualification. So these are our papers, accounting and business. It talks about big data, fintech, data protection. We're talking about, again, the next paper, management accounting, also talks about big data, statistics. Performance management talks about information technology and system of organization performance. Organization performance, very key area, right? Another aspect is audit data analytics, ADA. This is another paper out there. Then we have strategic professional. I'm sure a lot of you who are aware about these papers, we are talking aspects like, are you aware about initial coin offering, cryptocurrencies, fintech, blockchain? Are you aware about it? Because if you're not aware, how will you go and have an innovative solution in an organization? So these are very critical elements which we have incorporated out there. I will not take you through all of them. They are very, very interesting things. These are new areas which we have included, right from process automation, IoT, AI, data visualization. My colleagues have talked about it, but it's essential. If we do not provide them to our students, we are not making them ready for it, right? So to work in today's digital world, student must understand these 6 things very clearly. How information is held, used, and managed. Risk associated with data usage. What are the risks? You know, you are a custodian of data as a finance. Do you know the risk and everything? How technology can improve that operations. It's not about business accounting. It's about how things can become better. Right? How data can be used to connect different parts of organization to achieve single business goals. CFO is part of board meetings nowadays. It's not about talking to him, and it's not about he's moving away from behind the screen to the front of the screen. He's no longer reporting. He's telling exactly what is happening, why is it happening, and what are you supposed to do about it. Then how data analytics can be used to deploy cost models, product services, marketing strategies, and process improvement, and how to interpret information effectively and report more accurately. You don't need to prepare balance sheet. Everything software will do. You do an analysis. You understand why things are happening and tell them as a strategic decision maker. So the role has changed very distinctly, and students must understand this part out there. These are 5 career zones. I will not take you through them, but you know, there are aspects right from assurance advocate to ESG, to data navigator analyst, to business transform. These are the broader zone. There's another report. This is the 4th report. I'll share that report also with you. It's available. Look at how career zones are changing. I'm not talking about job titles. I'm talking about career zones. Very important for all of you to understand that these are the future career zones. So yes, world is changing. Business data analytics is out there. Ask yourself, where do you stand in this chain? The wind is blowing. It's blowing very fast. You can be the one who's looking at it when saying, no, we are adopting this change. We are making sure our students get this right knowledge out there. Or you can sulk on the other side and saying the world has changed. Why are people not studying the way they were doing 20 years back? That's because students have changed. Everything has changed. Thank you very much. And I think, so yeah, I think that was my right. Thank you. Back to you. And also just a second, I need to capture a feedback which we are trying to capture in terms of this PI which we do as a regular interface. So I will request if hold on just a second. I just go back to my slides. I'm just trying to find the chat channel. Okay, I'm just trying to stop sharing. Okay, hold on. Stop share. Thank you. Okay. So I will request if you can, I mean, these are two questions which I'm asking, which we need to capture regarding what you think. Please answer those with the genuine feedback. They are just two questions. How did you find the presentation and how do you look at it? Any questions, happy to take, let me know. Back
Any
to you.
questions, please?
Yeah. Okay, great.
Any question, please?
Okay, not an issue. You can reach out later on also. Not an issue with that.
Okay.
One Gita is asking some question. Ask him, madam. Ask him. Hello, Gita.
Hello, madam, please ask.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Sir,
Good
morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. I am Professor Shivkumar here from BMS College. I express my gratitude to our revered Iresi sir for the wonderful talk, Muniraju sir and everyone. So as you all said, the present scenario, technology is inevitable. It is very much required. But in general, I would like to ask a question. Technology gives lot of energy. Sometimes it is allergy. How to find synergy? So this is as a general question I'm asking.
Okay, so the good thing about technology, look at it, technology as your friend, not as a foe. I'll be very clear about it. It is there to transform. How you use it depends on you. And I'll give you very good examples where people have used technology to increase efficiency, accuracy, as well as reducing cost and including your energy cost as well as your overall cost, and reduce time spending retrieving that that outcome out there. So I think it's really useful, and I'll give you examples. Nowadays, whenever you talk to CFOs, earlier I'm telling you, when the month used to end, CFOs used to get 6th or 8th, they used to get the reports and everything, and they used to talk. Today, by 27th, CFOs want to know what the month end is going to look like, and the CEO wants to know, and they want to plan ahead. So they are planning ahead for the month, even before the month starts. Earlier, by the 7th, they used to get a consolidated report that this is the sales, this is the cost and everything, and this is what we should do. So they were lagging behind. Now decision making is happening at a real time. And this is so amazing thing about technology, which was never there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Gaurav, sir, this is Dr. Mahesh.
Dr. Mahesh, just a minute. I know you are from Jain College. Of course, I express my gratitude and thanks for that. Added to your presentation, of course, we have to accept the change. For this, I would like to make this remark. Change is the nature of life, but challenge is the aim of life. So you have to challenge the changes, not change the challenges. Hope I am right in order to make ourselves to equip with the present things what we are supposed to acquire knowledge. Hope I am right, sir.
Yes, I definitely agree. And I also say that, opportunities, things are opportunity when it comes, and opportunity comes to all. You can either use it as in USC, use it, or you can lose it. So let's not lose this opportunity. Let's capture this opportunity which has come in for students in India. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Excellent session. Excellent session, sir. Thank you for the organizers for the congratulations. Sir Gaurav, sir, this is my question to you. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir. Please ask.
So we had to start this digital transformation in accounting from the 10+2 level or 10+3, that is after PU. My simple, I have doubt, this digital transformation should be taken place from the after the 10th, that is first and second level, 10+2 or UG level.
Apologies, I was on mute. So, I always feel that you should never wait for an opportunity time to start. I think it should, and I'll give you an example and how forward thinking people are. So if you look at the national education policy also, they're talking about, can we have coding in class 6th or 7th? So to say that you need to wait for after 12th to understand that, how technology is going to change it. I'm not saying don't concentrate on fundamentals. Fundamentals is the fundamentals, as the word says in, right? But incorporating the technology aspect can be done at any point in time. You should not wait for the opportune time to come in. Start as you start teaching. It can be in any way. To say that, can I use digital mode of learning for only class 12, like what we are doing? Let's say if I'm having an online class. No, you can do it even for class 1, 2nd, 3rd. The focus may be less. They may be having a 30-minute session. A class 12 may be having a 4-hour session. There can be a difference in how you use a technology out there. Similarly, the application of technology and the knowledge of technology can be given at any stage and point in time. You should not restrict that because this, I said, Generation Z, which you're dealing right now, is a digital native. They know everything. You don't need to teach these kids how to operate a mobile phone. Trust me, you may need to teach me. They will learn everything. So we should not assume that they would not be able to catch up.
Not the Gupta sir, the relating to accounting and financing. I'm asking about digital transformation relating to accounting and finance, which starts from, usually we'll start teaching from the 10th onwards only.
So same thing we do we have FIA, Foundation in Accountancy, which has a digital element. So, students after class 10th can also start that. So yes, very much it can be part of it wherever. Why not? I mean, my question is, I'll again, somebody said, you should challenge the change. You should also challenge the assumptions which we keep. Why not? Why can we not do things differently?
Good afternoon, Gaurav sir. This is Manoj Lewis from
I just need to leave in the next 2 minutes. Really sorry for that. I'm really overshot my time.
I'll ask
So
quick question, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Good afternoon,
can I go ahead, sir?
Yeah, anyone, I mean, if you're
I'm
going,
Manu
please.
from Mangalore, sir. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for the beautiful short presentation. And ACC is doing great job in comparison to CA in India. And there is stiff competition. I think CA Institute is also picking up their socks and working very hard to update and upgrade their syllabus. So my question to you is, you mentioned about the first survey, where you said 9,911 students were, surveyed, and this is the results that we got. Do you think that number, which is Generation Z, the number showed is a representative of the young population that we have in India? Because we have so many students in the rural, pockets of India, and I don't think, technology has reached there. Obviously, using mobile phone is the basic thing. I'm talking about artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and all other things. So what is your thoughts on that, sir?
So this was a very good question. So in fact, if you, it's a global survey, more than 9,000 people was globally surveyed. In India, it was close to 1,130 or 40, I don't remember those numbers. And those were students in finance and accountancy who were studying out there, and we reached out to them to ask questions of it. So we did not reach out to somebody who, let's say, is doing, let's say, some course in medicine or something like that. We reached out to the students because we needed to understand, how finance and how accountancy, finance, technology is transforming, right? So you need to ask those stakeholders who have those things in mind that, I want to in future become a finance or account professional. And so that's why we needed those people's insight. And that was tremendous. And trust me, if I was to take the survey for other people out there, this Generation Z thinks very differently. It's amazing how they think very differently. And they're very fast. They're very adaptive. And also, as I said, they have a very low attention span. You will find them in your classes, low attention span. After 10 minutes, they'll start losing you. So I don't know, but this is the case. We also found the same. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, very good afternoon, sir. This is Dr. Geeta here. It was a wonderful session, sir. Within a short span, you were able to, give more inputs to us. My question to you, since you told digital is the era, digital skill is the era, right? Now, my problem is we have cloud accounting softwares and all that, right? So that is a part, one of the digitalization what we have. But when we come to, when we change to technology, the security and privacy issues are the more important when you come to, accounting data. So how do we address that part, sir?
Very important. I think that's a very question. I mean, this is the last question. I have to rush out. In fact, yes. So in fact, one of our curriculums which has a cyber attack, cyber security, and you would not believe it when we surveyed CFOs. In fact, we did a recent survey, and which is about how future of finance. This is a joint report with PwC. It's going to come up on June 30th. I'll share that also. They said very beautifully, even because of work from home and because of remote location working and cloud accounting, the need for data protection, privacy, and authentication has become tremendously high. So, what was thought to be secondary and could be taken care of now is the first primary right now they're looking at. Because, let's say if I'm working from home, how do I make sure that my data is not hacked in? How do I make sure that it's not locked in and I have to pay somebody a ransom in Bitcoin to make sure that my data is, I can get my encrypted data. So that has become very critically important. And remember, finance people are custodian of financial data of an organization. So no matter what you do, even if you're CFO, you know what the sales figure and everything, but everything comes back to your financial numbers and everything. So they, in a way, are custodian. So that element of security, risk, and everything is very critical for them to understand. So yes, in fact, that should be taught in while teaching the importance of data. I 100% agree with you, and that's very critically important.
Sir, one small question. So you are told about micro learning and self-curated learning. I'm interested to know what is the critical skills you are highlighting on.
Okay, so there are seven professional quotients which they look for, and this is another research which we did, and I can again share with you. I'll forget how many.
Just an example, sir. Just an example of a critical skill,
So there's 7 professional skills. One is technical ethical skill. The other one is digital skill. Third one is emotional skill. Fourth one is innovative skill. Fifth one is value. Sixth one is I'm forgetting it. Okay, I'll get back to you. So these are the critical skills which students need to incorporate out there, right? Apart from the technical and ethical. So technically he has to be strong. It's not that he should not know what is debit, what is not credit. No, that is required out there. But is that sufficient enough? No. He also needs to have ethical skills. He also needs to have emotional quotient, EQ. EQ is very high because right now we're working so virtually. How is it that I send a mail to my boss where I'm not seeing him? How do I send it to my subordinate? How do I coordinate with that team? Emotional quotient is required. Then also quotient of vision. Can he understand what the bigger picture is in an organization? Why is he doing a job? Let's say if he's consolidating an entry, why is he doing it? What is the outcome? The outcome is that it may help you in decision making of pricing or for a product. I'm giving you an example. Is he aware about it? So these are the skills he should have. Those not only technical skill, but soft skills is very, very critically important out there also.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got the answer.
Right. Sorry for the same. And happy to connect later on.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. One small doubt, sr. This is Dr. Pervaram Srinath from Lal Bahadur College, P Center, Warangal. What is the growing scenario of information technology? What is the role of Python technology in account, sir? Python.
Correct. So, right from Power BI to Python to Java, so everything is gaining momentum. What we say to the students whenever they ask, should we learn Python or Java or script or, so we say first get your technical skills in place, and I very clearly, if you do not know what a process is, how the entire accounts flows in, right? What will you end up automating? Even when I'll give you an example, let's say you're implementing a simple RPA, robotic process automation, right? They always say, look at the process first. Please do not end up hardwiring or automating something which is wrong. So if the process was wrong in place and you automated it, you actually made the devil invincible. So don't do that. So very important. So even if you know coding and everything, that is great, but you don't need to know coding, because what happens is nowadays, I'll tell you, a CFO team will have his young person, okay, I don't know. So he'll have a young person appointed and working with an IT department, and he'll tell to the IT department that this is the process flow, build me RPA solution which works on it. He is the coder, he'll build onto it and he can send it to you. You don't need to do the coding. You want to do coding? Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm not saying, but that you need to do that. If you know about it, it's great, excellent. But if you don't know about it, at least know what it does. That's my whole opinion about it. I need to log off. I'm really, really late, 20 minutes late for another call, which I had to attend. I'm really sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
very much, Gaurav Kapoor, sir. And really, we are thankful to you for bearing with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I'll request Dr. Muniraju the president of IAA Karnataka chapter, manufacturing.
Ashwath Narayan, sir. If you don't mind, with your permission, just
Manufacturing and the friend, a man behind of this national webinar.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, hello.
Hello,
sir.
Ashwath Narayan, sir. With your permission, just 30 seconds on remarks for our Iresi sir's
Dr. Munraju,
wonderful presentation.
Sir, now over to Munraju, sir. Please unmute all of you. Please.
Good afternoon,
I'll
everybody.
request Dr. Munraju to extend his presidential remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. And on the dais, Professor and Indian Accounting Association President G. Soralji, and Honorable General Secretary Sanjay Bhani, and Educationist W. P. Krishna, and Gaurav Kapoor. Today's chief guest is a fantastically delivered lecturer, and our Professor Ireshi, and there on the dais, Dr. Saramangla, and G.H. Nagaraj, and the BUTCCM office bearer Ashwath Narayana, C. Nagaraj, and past presidents of the participated in NM Kandanawala sir, Professor, or our beloved senior professors. We have had a highly knowledgeable and a interactive morning today, where you have heard from the eminent speakers on the topic technology and accounting interface, opportunities and challenges. I am sure that their messages and thoughts have been very smoothing, warming, and comforting to all of us in this unprecedented crisis in the form of COVID-19. Today, there is a lot of anxiety. We fear of a unknown, and we are seeing a lot of problems to the economy as well as to the society today. In this critical time, where the pandemic has forced universities across the India and the world indeed to suspend physical classroom and shift to the online classes in India, while this transition has been smooth for most public and private universities. There have also been debates on the nature of classes and the future of examination and evaluation, whether they could be conducted online or not. Whatever may be the situation, learning practices will never end. Hence, today's webinar focused on how technology has made an impact in the accounting education. Technology can enable different teaching methodologies and also allow teaching a large number of people across the country. In a country like India, we don't have enough teachers or easy access to the good institutions. We should therefore adopt a focused, systematic program of using the power of technology and enable learning. In this connection, today webinar touched upon the opportunities and the challenges for the accounting educators to view of technological accounting. Today, accounting firms have always had a rocky relationship with the technology, and that has only been versioned by the developments in the last few years. The accounting industry has seen many radical changes in a technology over the past decades, and many companies are trying to find way to continue to catch up without having to the repeatedly investing in the new technique very few years. Accountants who are graduating have never dealt with the paper tax from or have they add to the deal with the sending in a paper documents to the manually complying payroll. In effect, many accountants are not used to the setting up their own algorithms or doing their own accounting at all. They are being done by computing the software and artificial intelligence for a larger firms and older firms. This can be bit different to the work with accountants are no longer being taught many of the more basics fundamentals. Instead, software solutions are doing most of the work for the most part. This really does not make a differences. The work still gets done, but for a more complex cases, this can lead to the mistakes or thinking being overlooked simply because the accountants have no experience in it. Accounting firms may need to be adjusted to the through training sessions and through on the job learnings. The intensive may need to be more intensive and a new years may need to be included in some basic accounting principles. On the other hand, they will often already know how to use the leading software solutions. Technology is changing the accounting industry not only quickly but also permanently. Hence, as the accounting educators need to transform the knowledge of the technological accounting to the students and make them more familiar with the current business transmissions. With this, I hope this national webinar touched upon all the aspects of the technology and accounting and enterprise. But another thinking for question to talk about very nicely what is the accounting educators nowadays. Another our educationist W.P. Krishna is give the excellent is the remarks, and our Sanjay Bhani is give the very good of the accounting educated how is the new systems is there. Our Hiresi is give us very much information give, and a keynote speaker Gaurav Kapoor is excellently given the time shortage is the presentation. So I hope this national webinar touched upon all the aspects technology, accounting in technology and accounting interface. I thank all the speakers for sharing their knowledge to the participation in this virtual platform, and I would like to thank all the people who have assembled there, who have viewed the webinar. And I special thanks to Seshadripuram College, SFC, and ISDC and BUTCCM, Bangalore University Teachers Council, all the people. So once again, I thank you all. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
A small, I would like
I'll
to
request all the participants to kindly unmute. Kindly mute the things. Now the last part of the, the national webinar is going to happen. Please, it's my humble request. Kindly unmute your things. Now, I'll request the esteemed president of our BUTCCM, Bangalore City Teachers Council of Commerce and Management, Dr. G.S. Nagaraju sir, to extend a vote of thanks.
Sir, a small, I just want to, my token of appreciation for Professor Eresi Kalchetti. Can you give me opportunity just to speak a few
No.
words?
After the vote of thanks, madam. Kindly bear with us. Kindly bear with us.
Okay.
Huh?
Ashwattharayan,
So
you please.
after the vote of thanks, we can feel free to
Okay.
express.
Even for me
Sir,
also 30
Ashwath
seconds.
sir. Ashwath
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Ashwath sir.
Tell me, sir.
Please allow them to give their remarks because after vote of thanks it's complete. No. Yes, sir. Allow them.
Okay, sir. How many are there, sir? If there are one or two, it's okay. We can
sir,
allow.
Yes.
Shivakumar, just 30 seconds, sir. Shivakumar,
Sir,
just 30
No,
seconds.
Shivakumar, sir, you already spoke, sir. You already spoke.
Sir, 1
Please
second.
give others to
Okay.
speak, sir.
Okay, sir, as you wish. No, very important one. That's just 30
No, sir,
seconds
please,
I wanted to tell.
kindly bear with us. Now, madam,
sir.
anyone you can give a remarks, please.
Oh,
Sir,
anyway.
thank you so much, sir. Professor Erisi Kalchetti, sir. It was a wonderful session in the morning. Initially, basically I'm an HRM person. I didn't have any knowledge about, accounting and finance, but I'm principal of a degree college wherein I have accounting and finance. So, the career opportunities which you spoke today regarding the career growth for young professionals in the field of accounting and finance, it was wonderful, sir. So there's a lot of takeaway from whatever you told from morning session. So I think in this platform, many of my students are there, and now I had many questions to say whether it is an upward trend or it is going down, but you answered almost all the questions, and it was wonderful, sir. Thank you so much.
Madam, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Sir, anybody else, please?
Ashwath just one
Please,
Abdul
sir.
Kalam
Please,
sport.
sir. Sir, please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, sir.
Please go ahead, sir.
Supporting to Ireshi sir's wonderful talk, we cannot substitute a teacher. We have a role to play. This is the quote of Abdul Kalam, just 10 seconds. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. So we have a role to play. That's all.
Yes, sir, you're
Thank
right.
you very much.
You're right,
Sorry
sir.
for
Thank
the
you, sir. Thank you very
interruption.
much. Thank you, sir.
Any sir?
Anybody else, please?
Sir wants to say something.
Yeah, anybody else?
Good afternoon, sir. This is Megha Shilpa here, research scholar, Bangalore City University Department of Commerce. I take this opportunity to thank all the resource person who enriched our knowledge, and it was really an eye-opener session. Being a research scholar, even I did feel that there is a lot of scope for me to involve myself in any of the research activities related to technology, wherein as a commerce grad, we need to blend technology as well as our syllabus and our education curriculum into the present world, and we need to accept the change and challenge the change. Thank you, sir.
madam.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
madam. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anybody? Okay, now I'll call upon Dr. G.H. Nagaraju to extend the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all. I'm audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Respected dignitaries on this virtual platform, distinguished delegates from all over the globe, it's my pleasure to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, this one-day national webinar is jointly organized by Indian Accounting Association of Karnataka Chapter, Young University Teachers Council of Commerce and Management, and International Skill Development Corporation. The very purpose of today's webinar is to understand, or rather to say, to know and analyze how far there is an interface between technology and accounting. What are its challenges and opportunities among the educators, and so on and so forth. So, in this regard, we would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to all. To begin with, I would like to thank Indian Accounting Association President Dr. Soralji. When we contacted and requested Professor Soralji to be the inaugurator of today's program, he wholeheartedly accepted our invitation and virtually inaugurated today's national webinar on technology and accounting interface challenges and opportunities. In his inaugural address, he has given various inputs on accounting and technology interface. So, on behalf of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, BUTCCM, ISDC, all the distinguished delegates, we express our heartfelt thanks to you, sir. Also, I would like to thank Karnataka State Nadoja Award winner, educationalist and General Secretary of Education Institution, Bangalore, who is the guest of honor of today's program. He has insisted the use of conceptual teaching with practical exposure and need of industry tailored curriculum, and also has given various other valuable inputs. He has been the well-wisher and a supporter of all our activities. So, on behalf of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, BUTCCM, ISDC, all the delegates, I express sincere thanks and a deep sense of gratitude for his valuable time and thoughts as well. Thank you, sir. Also, I would like to thank Chief Guest of today's program, Dr. Sanjay Bayani, who is the General Secretary of Indian Accounting Association. He insisted that an accounting without technology is ineffective, and also given various plans of IAA for upgradation of accounting education in near future. So, on behalf of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, BUTCM, ISDC, all the delegates, I express our sincere thanks to the Sanjay Bayani also. Further, we're all really fortunate to have an eminent professor, Dr. K. Iresi, as a today's resource person. Professor has covered wide range of aspects on the interface between accounting and technology, and his presentation was thought-provoking. He has highlighted how our students are lacked with skill, how to stay relevant, what is the role of teachers in 21st century, and also insisted to adopt a paradigm shift in the accounting education, and also given various other inputs about the topic. Sir, I, on behalf of all, express a deep sense of gratitude for sharing your rich experience and sparing your valuable time with us, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Further, we are also grateful to Dr. Gaurav Kapoor, Head of Policy Division, ACC India branch. In his keynote address, he has highlighted how interface exists between accounting and technology, how the technology has been transformed, what the corporate looking for, are the educators are adapted to it, and also given various other inputs. So on behalf of all, I express our sincere thanks to Dr. Gaurav Kapoor also. And we also would like to acknowledge our gratitude to Dr. M. Munraju sir, Professor, Bangalore City University, and the President of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, and also the organizing secretary of this webinar. He's always been a great source of inspiration and known for his organization skills. Without his constant support and guidance, today's webinar would not have been possible. He also presided today's program. So, on behalf of all, I express our heartful thanks to Munraju sir. Further,
thank you, Nagaraj.
We are grateful to Dr. R. Sarvamangala Madam, Professor, Bangalore University, also webinar secretary, treasurer of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, for her gracious presence in the program. She is also instrumental in designing today's webinar and always has been a great source of inspiration. So, on behalf of all, I express our heartfelt thanks to Sarvamangala Madam also. I may also express our sincere thanks to all the past and present office bearers of Indian Accounting Association Karnataka chapter, BUTCCM, ISDC, for their constant support and encouragement in organizing this webinar. We expect same kind of cooperation from them in the future also. I also extend my sincere thanks to our organizing committee members, Dr. T. Ashwath Narayana, Professor C. Nagaraj, Dr. S.N. Venkatesh, Dr. Swaminathan, Dr. Balaji, Dr. Shantanu, and many more for their enormous cooperation in organizing today's national webinar. Now it is time for me to express our sincere gratitude to all the distinguished delegates. Your response from across the globe is overwhelming. Your participation, interaction made us more responsible. So on behalf of organizing committee, on behalf of all our heartfelt thanks to you all. We expect same kind of appreciation and cooperation in the days to come also. Further, I also extend my sincere thanks to all those who helped us directly or indirectly in organizing today's program. Thank you one and all. Be safe and stay at home. We appreciate your feedback. Thank you all. Over to Ashwath Narayan.
Okay, sir. Sir, now I request our webinar secretary, Dr. Munraju, sir, would like to announce anything, sir, for our future endeavors of IIA.
Thank you, all our esteemed guests, dignitaries, and Professor Saral, Iresi sir, and W.P. Krishna, and Gaurav Kapoor, all the dignitaries, and all participation teachers and faculty members and accountants, all people. Once again, I thanks all the people, all the persons. Now you are supported. I am planning to is there on next June, in a month of June end. We are planning on an international conference with paper presentation. Shortly, I will discuss with IIA President, our IAS President Saralji, and our past President Professor Ireshi and Sanjay Bayani, and other past presidents is there, NM Kandanawala sir. All people together, I will discuss and organize one international conference shortly. Once again, you are all cooperation, very important. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. So now I am very thankful to all the participants and also technical team members. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Ashwath Narayan, once again, and thanks to our BUTCCM office bearers and Seshadripuram College, Principal Venkatesh and Shantanoru, another our Bangalore University, our association treasurer Saramangala. This sir give this so much effort of this program, and Professor Iresi is a guidelines. Entire guidance is given to me. So therefore, this program, this was success. I think success I will think about. So once again, thanks. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So shall we close, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Shantanu, sir. So yes, have a great day. Thank you very much for your
thank you everyone.
Technical support. Thank you.
Sir, regarding the feedback. Ashwath Narayan, sir.
Sir.
Please announce the feedback that is to be filled by the delegates.
Sir, now the feedback has been already shared in the two webinar groups in the WhatsApp and as well as in the YouTube link also. And kindly fill the feedback form. You will get the certificates within a day or two. So it will be sending on a priority basis. So many of them will get today only, or the rest of them they have to wait for 1 or 2 days. Kindly bear with us. Thank you very much.
Organizers, what about the photo session?
Sir?
Dear organizers, what about the photo session?
Photo session?
Yeah.
We can take one combined photo, sir. We can take one combined photo.
Yeah, we will take combined photo, sir, because it's a function. Thank you very much for remembrance.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Varuna. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, NM Kandanwal, Professor Kandanwalji. Sir, Professor Dorraju. Bye, sir.
Thank you, Muniraj. Wonderful session.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye, Kana.
Yeah, good. Everything went on well.
Congratulations. NMK Kandanwalji.
Sir, Muniraju sir, thank you so much, sir, for organizing this.
Thank you, madam. Thank
sir,
you.
Thank you very much, sir. Muniraj sir, Nagaraj sir, Ashwath Narayan sir, thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir. Muniraju sir, congratulations.
Thank you for all.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, sir. Nagaraj sir, Ashwath Narayan sir.
Thank you, sir.
All your support, sir. All our supports of our seniors. Therefore, I will honor this conference.
It's a teamwork, sir.
Muniraju sir, hearty congratulations for the conduct of a wonderful program. Shivkumar here from BMS. God bless you, sir.
Guru, ನೀನೊಂದು ಇದು ಹೇಳು ಗುರು, ಒಂದು ವಚನ ಹೇಳು ಗುರು.
ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳು ಗುರು ನಿಂದು.
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಆಗ್ಲೇ.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳು ಗುರು ಈಗ.
ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಂಟು ಸದಾ ಉಂಟು, ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಗಂಟು.
ಏನ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾಕೋ.
ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು ಕರಿದಂಟು. ಅಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೋ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ನಾನು. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿವೇ ವಿಶ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಇರೇಸಿ ಸರ್ದು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂತೂ ವಾಸ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ರೋಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ. ಎ ಟೀಚರ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್, ಎ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಸರ್, ಅಶ್ವಥ್
ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
So Dr. Irish was the practical man. He always thinks about 2 decades ahead. So hats off to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Sonalji sir, President, and our Secretary Sanjay Bahani. Sir, you are there.
ನಮ್ಮ ಇರೇಸಿ ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ಸರ್ವತ್ರ ಪೂಜ್ಯತೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ವತ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗೋ ಪೂಜ್ಯ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you ಇರೇಸಿ ಸರ್. Thank you.
ಸರ್, ಆ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ ಹೇಳುವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇರೇಸಿ ಸರ್.
Wonderful sir. ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. You are a great
Okay
teacher.
sir.
You are a great teacher.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸಮುದಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿ ದಿಕ್ಸೂಚಿ, ಕಾಂಪಾಸ್ ನೀವು.
ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಮಾಡೋ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಸರ್, ಖಂಡಿತ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸದಾ ಹರ್ಷಣ. ಅದಿರಬೇಕು 100 ವರ್ಷ ಸರ್.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬಹಳನೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 1 hour ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಇರೇಸಿ ಸರ್, ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅವರ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್, ನಾಗರಾಜ್, ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಾಥನ್, ಸರ್ವಮಂಗ್ಲ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನಾನು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಫೋನ್ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಫೋನ್ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 9:30 ಗಂಟೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Correct sir. Correct sir.
This program, this much of success because of this all group.
Correct sir.
Yes sir, ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಸರ್.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ರಾಜು ಸರ್, the roots of education are bitter but the fruits are sweet. ನಿಮ್ಮ bitter ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ we got the wonderful sweet fruits. Thank you sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Maniraju, thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful contribution and such an insightful and learning session. This is Rajesh Punia from ISDC Global.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Dear sirs, thank you very much for making this event very wonderful and memorable one, sir. I am Mr. Junja from Ilkal, Karnataka State.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you Manraj sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you everybody.
Thank you very much sir.
Thank you, sir. Serious sir.
Gopal from Union Degree College sir. Thank you.
Chairman. Sir, I am Dr. Vidya Bhaskar from Acharya Bangalore B School. Actually, this program was very useful because it makes us we will be equipped how to teach according to the modern way, how they will be able to get the job and all that. So it was wonderful, and these kind of FTP programs really motivate the faculty members, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Sarvamangala madam, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
Sir, thank you for the best compliment, rhyming compliment from Dr. Shivkumar sir from BMS. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಈರೇಶ್ ಸರ್ದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಗೆ ಎಗನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಈರೇಜಿ ಸರ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಗೌರವ್ ಕಪೂರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈರೇಜ್ ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. ಈರೇಜ್ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಿದ್ರು, ಏನಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ನನ್ಗೆ 20 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾನು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿ
ಸಫಿಶಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮ್.
ಅದೇ ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಗೌರವ್ ಕಪೂರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರು 45 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈರೇಜ್ ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಯ್ತು.
ಹೌದು, ಸರ್ಗೆ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ 1 hour ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಯಾರಿಗಿದೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
ನಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಡನ್ ದ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್. ಈರೇಜಿ ಗೌರವ್ ಕಪೂರ್ ಬದಲು ಈರೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆದಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಸಿ the message which I have given is very clear. What is the role of IIA, role of universities and role of teachers? ಇದು ನೀವು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಡಂಡೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್.
And it is more challenging for government universities as well as government colleges. Private colleges anyhow they will provide all infrastructure, but it is challenge for the teachers in government colleges and
good afternoon sir. Madam, I want to speak something ma'am.
Alla sarvama nodi, ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದವಾಗ some 20-25 years ago, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆಫ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದೇ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಅವರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ದುಡ್ಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸಿ when once we start doing it, government also will realize, support us. ನೀವು ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. Curriculum.
Even the government realize, but they are not providing good quality products. Some official defects ಇದೆ. ಈಗಲೂ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಏನು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ನೀಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಇದು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ ಪಾರ್ ವಿತ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್.
Now I requested all the office bearers and the BUTCCM and PG department teachers, you can give this type of conferences, national seminars and international seminars. Whenever I spoke to Professor Iresi give the introduction for me. So what you are achieve? You are a professor in the department. What you are achieve? Only you are coming the department, you take the salary, you teach 2 hours and go back. What is your achievement? Is that he is asking for so many questions for me. But
sir, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಮುನಿರಾಜು ಸರ್,
ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇರೇಸಿ ನಾವು ಏನೇ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇವತ್ತು ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ ಒಂದು ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇರೇಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಏನೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಂಬಳ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಮುನಿರಾಜ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ gentlemen, I am here. So therefore, is advice for me.
Munraj, you are playing a wonderful role. Do it. You are a very good role, and we are always supporting you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are there.
Professor Munraj sir and Professor Ireshi sir not working and taking salary from the university. Professor Munraj sir, regional chairman of the